Alright, so this is part one of my painting my second shelf. I already painted my first one and posted the video of that, but I decided to make at least I'm going to try to make a better video of painting my second one and fully getting the process down. Right now I'm just starting off with painting all the shelves gray, the bottom of the shelf, painting the bottom of the shelf gray, so it's easier to paint on top of, because I noticed the first shelf I did not do a base layer first, so I just painted whatever on top of it, and I realized that didn't really work so well for me, so I'm going to instead, this time, completely cover it in gray, and then add what I'm painting on top. So I'm not going to worry about doing a super great layer, I'm just worried about getting it on there, making sure it looks good enough, covers the wood, and then we're gonna just go from there. For some reason, my editor really messed up every time I kept trying to do this. I've been working on this video for like a month and maybe a couple of weeks now. I just kept using several different editors, kept having them mess up, kept having to like transfer my video files from my laptop to my PC to see if that would work better, and I tried using different editors. They didn't work well for me. You can see the mini cam screen in the bottom left. It's just a couple seconds off, and that stops around 15 minutes in, hopefully. But it's just a few seconds off, and it's just slightly just not where it should be, and it's just like ugh. But finishing the rest of the shelf with gray, and then soon enough we're gonna get onto the actual painting. Just going through the process of just getting it all gray, getting it all nice. I have really fun ideas for this shelf, and I actually just got 3 more from my dad that I get to work on. So with this one, I'll be doing the 3 theme kind of thing like I was with the last one. I'll be doing, instead of just kind of, with the first shelf, it didn't really go together completely. They were separate things, like, the sun, the moon, and space. The second shelf is gonna all be in the same area. So we're gonna have, this part right now is going through the first part of the shelf, which is, nature, greenery, stuff like that, forest-esque kind of thing. And the next part's gonna be painting, a cave area, like nature's gonna fade underground, and it's gonna be like a cave full of like sparkling crystals and gemstones and cool stuff like that. And the final part's gonna be, still in the cave, but water. So I'm gonna be doing like a little stream, river thing in the cave, and I'm gonna be adding these glowworms, which I learned about when I was a kid that I've always thought were pretty cool. So I'm excited to do that, and excited to get this done so I can work on the next one and see where that goes. Alright, now we're gonna get to the actual painting part of the video. I know it took like 5 minutes to actually get here, but now we're finally doing it. It's still a few seconds off, but hopefully soon enough it just goes past and it's not as infuriating to you as it is to me, because it gets on my nerves how I tried so hard to just get it all to line up perfectly, and it's just a few seconds off. It's like, oh. Alright, here we go, adding the sun. Honestly, none of this part even matters. I would cut it all out, but it's kind of important. I get rid of the sun idea. I was gonna do like a sunset in the forest kind of thing, so I was painting the sun first, like I tried to do with my little sunset thing on my first shelf, but it just, nothing was really going right, so I just ended up getting rid of it, and we did a night theme instead. So, you know, right now I'm working on painting the trees, getting that all out. And it's so hard to try to actually paint on this shelf when I'm upside down, essentially. Like, I'm upside down looking up at it. So I think the next shelf I'm going to do, I'm going to paint it first before putting it up. But, I don't know. Guess I'll just get there when I get there. And I know the trees are going to look really ugly at first, but it gets better. It does get better. So for here, I tried to do like a dirt kind of thing. Like, I wanted there to be a lot of dirt and the greenery surrounding it, but I completely scrapped this one too. It just, something about it just wasn't doing it for me, so I decided to instead, oh, here we go, we changed angles. I got a new tripod, and it's been working a lot better than having to screw my camera onto this little mount on the wall. It wasn't going so great. So anyway, right now I'm putting a path in, because I like the path. I wanted the dirt, I wanted the path, but then I decided I didn't really like the dirt, so I just got rid of the whole dirt idea, replaced everything with grass, and it's just going to be the path in the grass, and I think that turned out a lot nicer in the end. Here I go, adding more brown into the trees, so it's not just such a stark contrast that doesn't look quite right. Trying to get a bit better with my blending in my painting. I only really recently started doing it. I've always, like, you know, painted, but I've never really, like, done it to actually make anything. I've just always done it to do it for fun. But, you know, this is still for fun. But I think now I'm actually trying to, you know, make it look nice and pretty. And, you know, here I go, completely just getting rid of the sun that I worked for like a couple hours on, really. It was just like a couple minutes I worked on it, you know. It wasn't too important, it's just do that for a minute, and I'm just completely getting rid of it. Oh, wait. I thought I was covering it in blue now, and I'm doing the sunset here. You know, I thought I had a nice idea going there with the sunset, but just wasn't looking right. So, I don't know, whatever I did with the first shelf, I just could not replicate here. That's when I decided to completely go over the dirt, because I was not like how, I wasn't liking how it was turning out. It's just like, oh, you can just see how awful my fan brush looks here. It's bad. I got a new one thanks to, I don't even know how I was managing to make that one work, but somehow I was, and it was going pretty good. Just adding a little gradient here. It's looking nice. I like that. Did that. You can actually just see, like, you can see the thought process in the little head cam there. So I can see myself thinking. Not like the outline the little pathway here, so I don't mess it up too bad when I try to completely go over one section quickly. With this shelf, I was able to so to say 16 inches for each section that I want to do. It leaves 2 or 3 left, but I'm just going to keep that one with the curve line with the water model. I think that'll work. Because last time I did 3 sections and had all that room, I thought I put a rainbow there. But I like rainbows, but I don't want to put another one on another shelf. Maybe some other shelf. it completely freezes up here. I've got no idea why. You know, the little head cam. I don't know if it was my footage or my editors messing up like they were. Some parts I had, like, cameras for. Like, I definitely had parts recorded that I can't find. I just can't find the footage, and, you know, see here my editor messed up, and it made the head cam super tiny. So you can't even see what I'm doing there, so, like, what's the point, you know? But it's there, I guess. But yeah, just editors kept messing up so many times. It made me really think about just completely abandoning the video. It made me really upset, to be honest. And I'm really hoping that I can get my channel soon. It's upsetting. But anyways. It just jumped on the table and stole a package of chopsticks, and I don't even care to try to stop her right now. I really hope you're enjoying yourself with those chopsticks, Nathan. Anyways, here I am working on the trees, and I'm actually really happy with this. I don't know, maybe I'm not the best with figuring out where my light source is coming from, but I really love the lime green. Like, I'm not a big fan of neon colors by themselves, but I really liked how, like, at the end of it, I think it really comes together. Like, I think it looks nice right now, but when I actually go through with adding more different shades of green and blending and all that, I think it really comes out nice. I just love the lime green, just a little bit of it just makes it, you know? And here I am adding some bushes, and they look really bad for a little bit, just because they stand out so much, but it comes together. It ends up looking really nice. I think, yeah, we're coming up to the point now where, footage completely messed up, and it didn't even show me, because I definitely recorded painting over all of the sunset with blue instead, but I don't know, maybe the footage corrupted or something, maybe I just deleted it on accident, I'm not sure, but anyways, I painted over it with blue. I think it honestly looks so much nicer. I'm gonna add the moon in just a few minutes, and just trying to fix the trees, because I know I messed them up a little bit going over everything with blue, so I'm just trying to fix that up, fix up the blue, make sure that looks nice. And in just a second, maybe now, I had no idea when I was recording this that I was really messing up the autofocus as much as it was, because I kept getting in the frame, my palette kept getting in the frame, kept messing up everything, and I bet it would have been insufferable if I kept this without being sped up. You would just have to watch it go out of focus slowly, and back into focus slowly. But anyways, start to add more color and bushes to make them not look as dark as they are. I want them to be dark enough to where you can tell it's not the same thing as the grass, but not so dark that it's like, that doesn't look like that grass. Anyways, I'll go over the colors back when they're all in. I think they look really nice. I have the lime green too, as well, that I like so much. I think I lost the footage for me doing the shading on the path. But yeah, I shaded up the path. I think it's all looking nice so far. See, that's already looking so much nicer. We got a little bit of color to it, and it just looks like it really belongs. It looks like it's in the same picture. I started adding the colors to the trees as well. And I think after this, I'm just about done with the trees and the bushes. I do a few like finishing trees at the very end. But I think after this, I'm gonna go into putting in the moon sky and stars and stuff, and then we're doing shading the grass. Yeah, there we go. I start adding the stars here, but I added stars several times in this video, and you never even see them at the very end, which I think is funny. So I really wanted them to be seen, and then you don't even see them. I was trying to do here what I did with the space portion of my last shelf, where there's like little wisps of something. I thought about maybe adding clouds to this, but I don't know, it just never really happened. And I thought maybe these were gonna kind of look like clouds, and if they did, I was just gonna leave it like that, but I'm really just trying to make it, what's the word? Just make it kind of pop a bit more, I guess. I have like all this little stuff in the background, and it really fades out into the back once I add the second layer of blue, which I'm gonna do in just a second. But I think it makes it look a lot nicer than just a plain old blue. I don't know, perhaps the change is just really subtle and it's something only I noticed, but I think it made it really come together in the end. And right here, I'm trying to add shadow to the bushes, but it didn't look right. That was the only one I did it to, and I was like, you know, I don't really like that, and I didn't even try to cover it either. I probably should have, but I don't know, my shelf, my room. I think this is where I start to hit the table there. I think this is just where I start to do the, trying to make the grass look a bit more fluffy. Not fluffy. Just a bit more textured, I suppose. Because I don't want it to just look like, you know, just green on a shelf. I want it to look, you know, kind of like it resembles grass, you know? Here's where I start to cover everything with blue, a lighter blue than what I did for the actual back, so I'm doing a lot of layering with this, and I think it comes out really nice. I try really hard not to cover the trees here, but I think I end up doing it anyway. You know, my palette keeps getting in the way and causing the autofocus to mess up. Yeah, it almost looked like clouds in the background, or... Yeah, I suppose clouds in the background is right. I think it just makes everything look so much nicer, more like a place you could actually be in, so to say. That's where I start to fix up the grass again, because I've covered it so many times now. I actually had a lot of fun working on this, and glad at a stopping point with the first part of this, but I did have a lot of fun actually making it. This is where I start to, you know, add all the different shades of green into the grass, make it it's like, what's the point of even recording and blending it? You block the camera. But I think that's so nice. I could patch up that path a little bit more, but I've already gotten so far with it. I don't care. Just happy to get this out. This is where I start to fix up the trees again. Always fixing up these trees. I'm trying to fix up the background a little bit too, make sure all the blue really covered everywhere, so some spots don't look completely off from each other. Ridiculous seeing myself wearing the head cam when my footage messed up. I don't even have the head cam for this portion of the video, but it should be coming up back again soon enough. And in my next videos, hopefully, I won't have the same issue with the head cam messing up like it's been. I just had such a hard time trying to edit this one video, so hopefully that'll be over soon enough. I added I added some kind of stem over there, so for when I add flowers, which I'm going to in just a few minutes, I'm adding the moon right now, and you know, at the end of it, it does look fairly lopsided, but you know, it's really hard to get these angles right if you're trying to paint upside down like I am. I have to like bend down, like land on my knees, and like turn weird ways to like look at under the shelf, trying to paint under the shelf. It is such a pain in the butt, you know, and I try to kind of make it blend out there a little bit, but I kind of mess it up really bad, but I decided, no, you know what, I can work with this, so I just leave it like that for a second to dry, while I work on the lighting with the trees and blend that all in. I think that turns out just so pretty. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. And I do the same thing with the bushes, and I end up blending that in a little bit more, because otherwise it's just going to look like plastic, but, you know, I'm trying. I had stars once again, you never even see. This is the second time I've added them. I think I might add them a third time before completely finishing up, and I still don't see it. And right here is where I'm actually adding the highlights, you know, the light from the moon shining. So I add some of that and start painting on that. And it looks bad, trust the process. You know, I do the light colors first, and then I think I do another white next to the moon. And then I fade into the darker colors to make it look right. I only, words. There's this, you know, the Dollar Tree paint is really bad if you want to paint anything actually good, but if you want some really, what's the word, is it sheer? I don't think it's sheer, but if you want to have a really thin layer of paint that you can see everything through, Dollar Tree paint is pretty good for that, because in my last shelf, I used that as, like, light for the sun, and I don't know, maybe, I should have used that for light for the moon, I think, because I think that would look pretty good. Maybe would have probably made it a lot easier than trying to do all this blending. And here we are back on my head cam, and I do a lot of mixing paint for a little bit, and it's gonna do this weird transition thing. It doesn't look great. I don't know why I decided to do that. It did not come out great, like, in my opinion. It looks fairly ugly. It's gonna come up in just a minute. yeah, they did that weird fade out thing, and now it's like doing this. Yeah, I have no idea what that was. No idea what my editor decided it wanted my thing to do that. But we're finally like back on track with the head cam and the actual thing. We're just on the same page. Not the seconds apart. Latency issues. It's so much nicer. It makes me so much less upset. And I'm working painting some roses right now, and in the bag I already 2-some hours, so I've just got the heads there right now. I'm working on the roses, and I like them. Maybe I should have added a bit more. Maybe I think maybe it's a bit empty, but maybe empty is good. Maybe a little like desolate, dark forest. Not even a forest. It's 2 trees and a bunch of bushes. Desolate field. Yeah, desolate field. In the middle of the night. But yeah, I think the roses turn out pretty alright for being really tiny. I try to like do the thing there by the stuff so I can scrub it off. You know, sometimes I try to scrub things off myself with this camera. I mean, not with, you know, painting on the shelf, but I don't imagine it's much easier trying to like scrub stuff off on canvas, you know, so just have to wait for it to dry and repaint. But I start working on the sunflower petals here. I realized as I was putting that I was using the completely wrong brush. I had a way better brush to do that with, so I switched brushes now, and that's just so much better. You just like one like press onto the shelf, and you've already got a petal. And I think it looks fairly nice for what it is, for being so small. And it's like, oh, you can see in the camera how lopsided that moon is. But I suppose it's alright. It's not gonna kill anybody. My dog's barking in the background. I have no idea what now. Here I start adding little berries into the bush. You can't really see them. It's just, you know, blueberries or berries, stuff like that. It's just, you don't even really see them unless you're like in person actually looking at the shelf. But I thought adding something into the bushes would make things look a little bit more alive. All the things look good. And I added a few white highlights into the trees. I think it turns out fairly alright. On my last bottom shelf, I'm actually putting shading into this one. Just did that right now. And it just disappeared. Man, I just can't be looking at this person. It's at this point that I start adding the outlines for the it's more of a border transition thing into the next part of the shelf I've been working on. But anyway, it's really like, you know, just like into the earth, like through the grass into the dirt, into a cave. I wanted it to look like you were like going down the field. I don't really think at the end it comes out looking like that. I think it just looks more like a pretty little dirt border of sorts, but it works. Really like the way that dirt turned Here I try to add outlines to the grass to make it kind of look like you're coming off a cliff. You know, still don't really think it looks that way. It just kind of looks like everything cuts off and everything, like, you know, border stuff, all that. I try to fix the path here, and, you know, it looks kind of bad when I finish the video, but I actually kind of jump over it at the end. But right now I decided to add a border with the actual shelf. Last time I painted it first and colored it with the color shifting ways, which I'm probably going to do for the rest of the shelf before I add anything. But I didn't think to paint it first before I started adding the rose petals. But I had rose petals here, and I'm actually really happy with the way it's turned out. I just had these rose petals laying around, and I wanted to use them for something, but I didn't know what. I was like, you know what, this would be perfect to use the rose petals on. So watch me put those up there. Here to start to add a couple more rose petals just to keep you from seeing the wood of the end of the shelf so much. But well, I kind of like the way it pops out. I really look at me. I like it. I like it a lot. And here is just, you know, going through the entire shelf, everything I finished up, you know, all the rose petals, all the